Hey, friend, welcome back to another episode of the Ready to Rise podcast. I am back once again, and if you were listening to our last episode from last week, you already know I took a deep dive into the journey of self-love. I shared a lot about my personal journey and just talking about, really like how common it can be to not love ourselves. And I actually realized I didn't say this in the last episode, and I actually really wanted to. So, before we shift focus to another topic that's similar but different still, and just as important, let me tell you what I forgot to say that actually really freaking pisses me off. This is like the most dramatic pause ever because I'm just like, oh my God, do I really say this right now? Like, I hope that like all my friends that are obsessed with makeup don't like hate me and unfollow me. Clearly, I'm not a makeup obsessed person, but let me just say the makeup industry is obviously a billion-dollar industry. We already know that. But I just heard a fun fact the other day that makeup influencers, like the influencers that are doing makeup itself, right? They are making the most money out of any other influencers. Did you know that? Like literally that's a thing. So, and no shade and no shame, because if you're a makeup influencer, I actually have a lot of makeup influencers that I follow for some reason just because I love them and I love their vibe and their friends. And nothing wrong with that. Like, it's a great thing to do. Like, make a living, go do your thing. Like, that's fine. But what I'm pissed off about is the fact that, like, our society puts that above other things, that we throw so much money towards trying to look like a completely different person so that we can feel confident and feel good about ourselves. And that I do believe is wrong. I do believe that every woman is born worthy, no matter how she looks, no matter her hair color, no matter her height, whatever it is. I believe that you are innately worthy and that there's no need to cover it up. Go for it. Like, again, like I said, like, let me be super, super clear about this. Go for it. Enhance your beauty. Enhance the things you want to. Make those eyes pop and stand out. Do whatever you want to do. Do your makeup however you want to. And go ahead and follow makeup influencers and people of that nature for that reason. But don't do this to cover up your innate beauty and to try to make yourself look like somebody that you're not, because you are beautiful. And you don't need a certain eyeshadow palette or a certain mascara, or like I talked about last time, a certain way that your eyeliner is done to make you worthy or to make you beautiful. But I'm all about doing those things because they make you feel good and they are fun, and that's a way that you express yourself. But that's different than making it become how you feel worthy, because you are innately worthy. And I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of people telling us that we're not good enough unless we're X, Y, and Z, because that's not true. It's not the case. So today I want to get into transforming self-doubt into self-confidence. And this is a huge topic to take on in a little podcast episode, but let me just say, it's crucial. It's so important because, I mean, having your inner strength and truly believing in your potential and knowing who you are and having confidence in that, that's huge. And that is a key to living the life of your dreams and making your dreams and your life come true. So, what is self-doubt? Self-doubt is that voice in the back of your head telling you you're not enough, you're not good enough, you can't do this. It's you doubt yourself, right? All of your doubts come through in these little voices, or sometimes you don't even hear that voice and you just go straight to like not pursuing a dream or not pursuing something because you don't feel that you're confident and you don't feel capable. We all experience this. But what we don't do is we don't always sit down and think about where is it coming from. And if we did sit down and acknowledge that voice, become aware of it, and then start to think about where is it coming from, that would actually shed a lot of light into helping us solve this problem and working through it. So, self-doubt, it often does come from past experiences, feelings of failure, or maybe somebody actually telling you you failed at something. And I cover this in my 6 days of self-love challenge, but oftentimes When somebody tells you that you failed at something or they make you feel like you failed at something, it is them trying to protect you. But it causes a huge scar inside of us and makes us start to, have all these limiting beliefs and all of these self-doubts that we see to be true, which is completely unfortunate. It oftentimes also comes from societal pressures. And these are like the unspoken rules of, what our life is supposed to look like according to society. And I said this also, I said this recently, but I'm going to keep saying this. No shade on Kim K. I actually am like a loyal Kim K fan and whatever. Like, if you don't agree, that's fine. Like, we do not have to agree on that. But like, I love the girl. She hustles hard. I think she does have a heart of gold and I really do like her. But it's important to me that like I spread the message that we don't all have to look like her. And that is becoming such a societal pressure for women that we all start to think that we need to have this certain body type and a certain tan and our hair a certain way and all the things and drive like the Tesla truck just because it's appeared in 2 of her Instagram posts. Like, no, that's not the case. So recognizing these triggers, recognizing these, where they're coming from, it's societal pressure, or maybe it's because of a, something else that's come up or a failure, an actual feeling of failure. Recognizing that is the first step to overcoming them when we think about being on a journey towards confidence. So let's talk for a minute about building up this like rock solid self-confidence, because I want you to leave at the end of the day feeling like you are that girl. You are stepping into a room and you know that all eyes are on you, whether you look like Kim K, whether you're wearing this certain makeup or freaking not, because you are you and you are that girl. Okay. So literally the first step towards gaining all this confidence and feeling so freaking good about yourself is to be proud of yourself. Because so often we are trying to build this successful life and we're trying to build up the confidence. And so we are going from task to achievement. And we are constantly go, go, go. I just bought this car. It's already not good enough. I need this one. Now I need this. Oh, I bought this house. Now it's just a 2-bedroom. Now I need a 5-bedroom. No, 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 no. I need to afford this. And then before we know it, we are caught up in that rat race of like, I need. I'm not good enough until. So I want you to take a step back from that. Step number 1 towards building this unshakable confidence is believing in yourself and being proud of yourself. Celebrate every single freaking accomplishment. I don't care how small it is. I don't care how, little you think it is, right? Give yourself credit for that because you have accomplished something. Step 2, affirm yourself. So self-affirmations is where we reinforce this positive talk. It is like affirmations, right? You hear about people doing affirmations daily, reaffirming the positive talk about yourself. You walk into a room and you might have like the doubt the second somebody looks at you, or you might have a doubt, I shouldn't have worn this or whatever, right? It's natural. It does happen to us. But I want you to flip that. Walk into that room and yes, I'm that girl. Yes, I wore this outfit. Yes, I look good. Yes, I'm wearing these heels. I look so freaking good. I am capable. I'm deserving of success. Yes, I'm successful. And when you're in those moments where you have achieved that goal and you're celebrating yourself, don't back down. Live it up. Be her. Be the woman that you have visualized yourself to be for so long. Live it up. You are in this success. You have finally got that degree you've worked so hard for years. You're, having this beautiful moment of celebration. Don't let yourself deny it. Don't let yourself back down. I want you to stand in that affirmation and just remember, like, you are her and you have made it. It's literally going to boost your confidence. All of that being said, I want you to remember something that I've had to remember quite often in my 34 years of life. Setbacks will happen, and that can shake our confidence so much. When we have a little setback or we have a moment where we feel like, I don't know if I'm feeling good enough. I don't know if I'm feeling like I really rocked that, thing that I was doing, that interview or, that outfit or whatever it was. Like, you might have this moment where you feel a little bit shook in that confidence. just remember that might be a minor setback, even that mindset switch. Even if that thing didn't happen, just that mindset could be seen as a setback. It's completely common, it's totally normal, and this is part of the journey. And I've had to remind myself often that while that feels completely discouraging, that in and of itself is the opportunity for growth. A true failure is not really a failure, it's just a learning opportunity. It's something that has brought us from this place of that didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but here we go. I've learned from it. What can I do differently next time? And lean into your support systems, lean into your friends, lean into that community. I talk about community all the time because it's literally saved me. Having a group of women that I can call, that I can go to, that I meet up with every Wednesday in the Rise Sisterhood, like talking to these people about the things that I'm going through helps to reframe what I've seen as failure into something that's success. That's just what that support does, right? And it helps us to build the resilience. It helps us that next time when this happens, I don't need to call 5 different friends. I might call 1 or 2, but I'm going to be resilient and bounce back even quicker. I'm learning from those experiences. I'm moving forward because it just starts to become a way of life that as I'm moving, as I'm making moves in life as a confident woman, there's a chance that not every single thing I do or bring to the table is going to work out. And that's okay. That's just part of it. So part of being a super confident woman, just standing in her power, is knowing that we're going to have little setbacks here and there. We're going to have things that we perceive as failures, but really they're just lessons and opportunities for more growth. So let me give you, you know me, I always want to give you something practical, something that you can actually put into application here. I want you to remember, I'm like, which one do I want to give you? What I really want you to do is remember your confidence. I want you to start to affirm yourself, like I said earlier, where you are really, truly giving yourself that praise, giving yourself that recognition, giving yourself that pump up, and reminding yourself how beautiful and how worthy and how great you are. Literally, you're going to bed at night. You might have a gratitude journal. You know, I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the fresh water, but add something about yourself. Add something. I am grateful that I freaking crushed that interview today. I am grateful that I stepped out of my comfort zone and I wore this outfit that I've been wanting to wear forever. I am so grateful I spoke in public, or I tried a new activity, or I tried this new challenge. I said what was on my mind. I spoke and, confronted something that was really bothering me for so long. Write these things down, but giving yourself praise. Don't go the opposite and journal about what you perceive as a failure, or, oh, I really shouldn't have done that, or I should reflect on this so I could be better next time. There's no. Like, no. I want you to start thinking about all of your successes. Start praising yourself for those things. I don't care if this first house you bought is the 2-bedroom house and now you're like ready for the 5-bedroom. Like, no, like take that step back and I want you to praise yourself. I bought a home. I'm a freaking rock star. Maybe that interview that I just mentioned, maybe we didn't get that job, but guess what? Take that step back. I just rocked an interview. I am such a boss. Like, I want you to see yourself from that light that everybody else sees you from. When you walk in the room, you are a glowing, beautiful woman that everybody has laid eyes on. And they're not staring at you to pick you apart like we think they are in our head. They're staring at you to just be like, oh my God, she's rocking that outfit. She just bought a home. I heard she got an interview. Like, what? Like, these are powerful, super amazing, awesome things that you are doing in your life. And you're not giving yourself the credit for it. Instead, you're beating yourself up because it wasn't good enough or it wasn't big enough or whatever. Like, stop. I want you to take this episode as a challenge for you to do these affirmations, affirm yourself. Like, I don't mean do an affirmation like I rep them, okay? So I'm not like throwing any shade at affirmation practices by any means. But don't just stand in the mirror and say your affirmations for the day. I want you at the end of each day to seriously sit down and praise yourself. It's the fastest way to boosting confidence. implement this exercise that I just shared with you, and please hit me up in my DMs and tell me what your progress is. After 2 days of doing this, I want to know how you feel the next morning. The next morning after you are waking up and you have done this like praise for yourself before falling asleep, I want to know how good you're feeling in the morning and how you're feeling just like you are heading towards this unshakable confidence. Don't forget to stay tuned for our next episode where I'm going to have some more juicy tips for you. We are getting ready for the live virtual event, and what I really need you to know is it's going to be all about health, wellness, all about hormone balance and gut health and all of these amazing things. And I want you to be able to take these actionable steps that you're going to get from each of our speakers and turn those eventually into long-term goals. After you've taken these actionable steps and built your own routine, you're going to take that and you're going to make it into long-term goals. So that is something that we will be talking about coming up in a few episodes. I hope you have a beautiful day. Take such good care of yourself and just know I'm rooting for you. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you again next week.